Dang, it's working. Okay. I got it. Okay, I should be there. So, I am having like the most intense moon cycle that I've had in a long time. I'm used to feeling a lot of feelings. I know what it's like to be moving through lots of feelings and have lots of feelings moving through my body that aren't necessarily that don't have anything to do with anything that's actually happening right now. But it's hard. It's really hard. So yesterday, I've noticed the last few days I've just been feeling exhausted, like I'm sick, like I felt like my moon just ended. Well, at least I thought it did, but it felt like it never ended. Like I kept like feeling like I feel like I still have my moon. Like my back pain never went away, my headaches never went away. Things were just, I was still feeling moony. And then yesterday it became official. Like I am full blown mooning again. And what it means to be in the place that I'm in right now, like yesterday and today, I'm just like on the edge of tears. Like I can't, I'm just sad. And I'm fragile and I'm tender and I'm in pain. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's hard to be in it though. And I don't know if you could hear my friend Roger in the background. I'm so grateful to have my friend Roger here. Like, it's just been such a nice journey, you know, and right now I'm kind of chuckling because so he's having this really intellectual conversation about, so he's an engineer, he invents products, like he's, you know, and just really, really smart brain I'm listening to. And, you know, I want to share a lot of things, but, you know, again, I'm talking about someone else, and I'm like, wait, I don't know if they're okay with me sharing all these things. So, but anyways, Roger rocks, and I'm so grateful to have him in my life and in my home right now. What's coming up for me is like, you know, Roger came to help me out as well as hang out and just be, but, you know, these last few days, I just haven't, I'm in so much pain, my body is going through so much, I haven't really, in order for him to help me out, I still have to be available. Like the things I need help with require my availability as well, like tech tests and signing into things and my login information. You know, he's gonna need, basically there are a lot of two-person projects, the help that I need, and so I have to be on my game too. And yeah, so I'm carrying a little bit of like shame. I'm trying, and there's, you know, they're fine. They're not upset with me. It's me being upset with me. Like I wish I was in a different place, but at the same time, like there's a spiritual medicine in me and Roger's relationship and exchange, receiving. I'm learning how to receive love and have my needs met as they are, and letting myself be. And with Roger, I'm able to be all of this. Like, I'm able to be really emotional, and there's like so much spaciousness and permission and no judgment, and you know, if what I need today, you know, from him is, you know, just relaxing time and meditation and massage and a walk, then they'd be happy to show up in that, you know. Um, and yeah, but I also equally, like, I really need my devices functioning. I need to be able to do calendaring and appointments, and like when I'm in technical difficulty, hell, like it's hard. I can't, it's hard for me to plan and calendar and all that stuff without my devices working, and so it's a big priority to work on this stuff. And yesterday we spent all day like on one thing on one device, and it's just like they don't make this stuff easy. So it's overwhelming. I don't like dealing with technology. Technology is not my thing. So it's even extra hard, like, you know, for me to make myself available and sit with this stuff and try to, you know, do all this and face challenge after challenge. Like, yesterday was technical hell. And I was on the edge of tears all day. Like, already I was just like, I'm deep. I haven't felt this deep in my moon in the womb space in a long time. That's why I also want to celebrate it, because like feelings to this degree is a good thing. And for me to feel feelings to this degree and not judge myself, and to have permission and allowance is really good. And have feelings that aren't taking me, like, they're feelings, they're not, I'm not feeling depressed or suicidal right now. I'm just like, you know, I generally love my moon. I think the moon is a sweet medicine space. Life is medicine, everything, you know, everything happens for us. But what's been happening for me these days, I'm getting my moon every 2 weeks, and now I've had it for 2 weeks. But this moon right now, like, and this is why I don't want to get rid of my moon, because I feel like it's here for a reason. Like, these are feelings I need to feel. I'm feeling feelings today that I have not felt in a long time. When struggling with depression and everything that's been going on, for me, it just feels good to feel and not feel like the impending doom of, you know, what comes with feeling like. And this is moon space feeling for me. Like, what's happening right now is like this ecstatic, sovereign, reverent, ow, you know, like, ow, this hurts, and I really want to honor that, like, and there's a lot of other things I want to talk about, but another thing that I'm noticing this moon cycle is I'm not happy. my patience, like, so example A, okay, I am very used to people reaching out to me with very sexual openings and saying a lot of sexual things to me, and usually just whatever, I'm used to it. But yesterday, you know, I was not happy. You know, I had two people that had just, anytime someone was throwing sexual remarks at me that weren't invited, or like were just like, someone said, I want to fuck you, and I'd never even spoken to them before, and like, just, it was, and I'm very used to this, but yesterday I was just like, fuck you. Like, I went internally, this is all internally, you know, I didn't say any of this anyway. This is why I was like, I'm just gonna not like talk as much today, because clearly I am feeling some shit, because yeah, and I remember saying that to my partner, like, whoa, there's stuff moving through me because uh, I'm not being as understanding and empathetic and patient, like, and I'm just, there's some people I think I should not respond to right now. I'm just going to ignore some things right now because the responses that I'm articulating in here aren't really going to land or be it's just not conducive to anyone. But there is, and this is the thing, this is how I know that I really should do it. When I feel this overwhelming self-righteous indignation of like, yeah, but they fucking right, definitely don't do it. When you have this, like, when I have this giant defense team that is like pointing 20 fingers at a person with like all this stuff, it's probably not time to go to them with my stuff, because yeah, that's just not gonna go well. And so yeah, and now that I'm bleeding, because I wasn't bleeding for a few days, even though it felt like I had my moon and things were feeling very moony, but I thought my moon was over. It's like, now that I'm actually bleeding, it's like, okay, things are making sense. This is why I'm feeling this way. It's like, but at the same time, like, this is a lot of mooning for me, and I'm already very emotionally challenged at this time in my life. So yeah, if you really knew, though, like, getting this stuff figured out is not easy. I'm having health insurance issues. So for one, so regular doctors are just going to try to put me on birth control. They're not going to try to figure out what's going on and why, and they're just going to like throw something in me that I really don't want in me to try to make my period stop or control it, which does not feel good to me. So, but I know there's other ways. I know there's specialists in different pathways, but I'm having health insurance issues, and I don't have the finances to cover these specialty health practitioners that are what I probably need right now, because I don't want to be on birth control, like, and a lot of people get on birth control because that's the option they're given. I know it's not the only option. And I also trust my body and the body wisdom. And my body wisdom right now is telling me that I'm going through a big shift. That everything I'm feeling right now, I'm meant to feel. Even the stuff that, like, and there is some stuff right now that's coming up that I'm not ready to share, because I wouldn't be able to share it the way I really want to. But it still needs to be shared. Like, yeah, this moon, all this, like, it is bringing up stuff for me to look at and really feel into. But I don't have to do anything about any of it right now. I'm just sitting and feeling and noticing what happens and what's going on inside me. And, yeah. There's a part of me that wants to give advice right now. And I could hear the tonality in my head and my voice. And it's coming from that self-righteous, like, indignant place that I don't really want to speak from. So I'm not going to get my needs met doing that from a attack defense team. But the part of me that is really pissed off about some things that have happened recently, and human behavior is real. Like, I give a lot of empathy and understanding. I can be empathetic and understanding, but it doesn't mean it's okay. And this is the thing I'm struggling with. Like, how do you like there have been some experiences I've had recently that are making me really question humans. And I'm human, and my human annoys me too. And so that's why it's really important to remember we are all one. And, you know, these experiences, these behaviors came from very well-intentioned, you know, when I'm feeling really hurt and annoyed in a multitude of ways by others' behavior. But, you know, I'm also aware that others' people experiences are theirs, and I don't know what's going on in their worlds. And so, but I do know what's going on in my world, and my inner body wisdom is telling me that I have some conversations I have to have with myself and with others. And I'm pretty hurt. I'm not happy. I'm definitely not happy with some choices that have been made that, you know, in my world that have affected my world emotionally. Yes, it's all just emotional, but, you know, sometimes, you know, not sometimes, but a lot of times, it's like, I feel like we make messes, emotional messes, like unnecessary emotional paperwork. Like, if there was conversations and communications that could have been had that really would have made it so that you didn't have as much mess, you know, emotional literacy, not everybody speaks their own language. Everybody has their own emotional literacy and their own needs and values and wants, and but if nobody communicates them, then, you know, we don't know how to relate to one another to be within that. And there's a lot of missing communication. If anything, that is the core issue within all these behaviors and these choices. It's like, I really wish I knew. I really wish that I was communicated with. I really wish I knew what was going on that inspired these, you know, individuals to feel the need to make that choice, you know. And I wish, you know, I feel as if there's other ways, you know, but those are my ways, and everybody else has their ways, and you gotta take responsibility and care of yourself, and everything else, it's not my business unless I invite them in and make it my business, you know. Or I don't know what's going on in other people's world unless they make it my business and tell me, and other people really don't know what's going on in my world unless they ask. So, Jesus, I am mooning so intensely, like, I can feel like, please, like, if you have a moon cycle and you can empathize with what I'm talking about, like, sing it with me. It's intense, and you know, I really feel like, because my depression has been so intense, you know, I internally just shut down to so many degrees. Everything just shut down. You know, I shut my life out. I shut, and I am now waking up and coming up and out and feeling again. Not that I haven't been feeling altogether. That's what I was trying to do. And so I think that's, my moon, and now I'm feeling, and it actually feels pretty good. It feels pretty shitty to feel this way, but there is also like a reality for me that it feels good to feel. There's nothing I have to do. I'm just, and today that's what I'm feeling is today is going to be not as much of the what are we doing, but like the human beingness versus the human doingness. Roger's here for an unknown period of time and has been showing up and available to help me in so many ways, and at the same time I'm like, what if they do decide to leave and then we don't have the time to work on the tasks and the things I really need help with, like the things we need to do, but yeah, so meow, that's where I'm at. I don't think I have much else to share or say. I already talked for quite a bit. I didn't know I was gonna go on this long. I knew I was in an intense spot